illegal aliens. MS-13, one of the most dangerous, one of the most violent gangs in the world, by the way, and they are a worldwide operation. All illegal aliens to begin with, coming here to the United States from El Salvador. Now they've expanded. Some cities have actually been taken over in Southern California. I write about it in the book, In Mortal Danger. Actually, we met with somebody in the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department who is now retired, and we can use his name, who talked to us about what they saw. Some cities have actually been, and I say taken over, I mean taken over. The city council, the mayor, everyone. It's part of the Mexican mafia. The state police are afraid to go in. The county sheriff is afraid to go into the area. These are not insignificant events. And they deserve the attention that a presidential candidate should bring to them. And they deserve the attention that a debate at the presidential level would bring to them. So, I do my best, I try my best, to force all of us, as Americans, and certainly the people on the stage with me, to think about these issues, because they matter greatly. And it's not just the things I've talked about, it's not just the costs, it's not just the problem with crime, the drugs coming across the border. Not even the fact that that porous border leaves us open to incredible threats and potential danger. And we know it does. There are literally hundreds of people now, although difficult to find this information, there are hundreds of people that have been arrested in this country for being part of some sort of terrorist organization, have connections to some sort of terrorist organization, have come across that southern border. There are gangs now, there are organizations that have formed specifically to bring Middle Easterners into the country across the southern border. One was in Chaparral, New Mexico, just busted a little bit ago. Had brought in thousands of people. You know why? Because they'll pay up to $50,000 to get into this country. 50 grand to be smuggled into the United States. I have to ask you, do you think for a moment that anybody would pay $50,000 or have it paid for them by a government, which actually has happened, for the purpose of working at the local Quickway or 7-Eleven? I don't think so. I think there's another reason. And it's not a very pleasant idea. So, there's a national security part of this problem. Then there's this. Then there's this. It's the culture itself. That culture is under attack. And I don't mean this from a racial angle at all. It's got nothing to do with race. It's got everything to do with our ability to identify. Remember when we go back to the beginning here, and we talk about what does it mean to be an American? I'm telling you that right now we are becoming confused by this. We are becoming a balkanized, even a bilingual country. Now, bilingualism is a great thing for individuals, a wonderful thing. And I wish I were multilingual. Bilingual. I mean, I don't do a very good job with the one language I think I understand. But the reality is, I would give anything, of course, to be facile in that. But that's not the point. For an individual, bilingualism is great. For a country, it is not. We are going to see some enormous problems here because we are absolutely at war. We are at war. It's a war we did not start. It is, I believe, a clash of civilizations. It's a war with radical Islam. It's not a war against terror. It's a war with radical Islam. Terror is a tactic that radical Islam uses. Now, why do these things matter? I'll tell you why. Because in any conflict of this nature, we have to know two things. We have to know who is the enemy. And it is radical Islam. You know, I read something called the National Security Estimates. And when you read it, you cannot come away without the knowledge that they are every single day planning to do something of a catastrophic nature in this country, to us. And by the way, I don't believe we brought it on ourselves. I don't believe it's because we were in Saudi Arabia. I don't believe it's because... This is a cultural conflict. It is a clash of civilizations that's been going on for a long time, and it will be going on for a long time. And it requires two things to win. You have to, one, know who your enemy is. You have to understand what motivates them, why they do what they're doing. And by the way, it's not just a group of disaffected youth. These people are committed to it because of a religious ideology, and we have to understand that. And secondly, you have to know something else to win. You have to know who you are. Who are we? What is this thing we call Western civilization? Is it worth saving? Can we do it? Do you have the ideals and ideas coalescing here in our country? So that we together, no matter where we come from, no matter what we look like, no matter what color our skin or whatever else, we come here and we have one thing we eventually get in common. Okay? One thing. That's all I ask for. Is to have a commitment to America. To be an American. And I don't care what color you are or what nationality or anything else. It doesn't matter. We have shown that we can assimilate people from everywhere. But it's not happening, and it is a cult of multiculturalism in this country that's causing this to happen. That we are becoming so balkanized. And because of that, we are in greater jeopardy in this conflict. So that is why I talk about this. Yes, it is true. It's something that is uncomfortable, I understand. But, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you, can you think of anything? If you believe it as it rises to the level that I have tried to describe it this evening. Can you think of anything more important for us? Because all the rest of it, of the things we argue about, healthcare plans and education and all the rest, what does it matter if we cannot save Western civilization? And that is what is at stake. Because the United States, us, here, this country, this is it. We are the last best hope for Western civilization. And the lights go off here, my friends. They go off all over the world. This is it. We cannot rely on Europe. We saved Europe in the Second World War. We saved the world. We went to their defense. And it was in ours also, and it was our defense. But who's going to save us? Is it going to be Europe? Yeah, when 20 million Muslims now live in Europe, when the largest mosque in the world is now being built outside of London, when the most popular name for a male child now being born into a variety of cities throughout Europe is Muhammad, do you really believe that they're going to come to our aid in the defense of Western civilization? I don't think so. It's us. If you don't understand this, if you don't believe in this, then what chance do we have? So yes, I'm going to talk about it. You bet I am. And I'm going to make the president unhappy with me. It's been the case. But you know what? When I take an oath of office, when I stand on the floor of the House of Representatives, and I put up my hand, I don't take it. The oath doesn't say anything about the party. It doesn't say anything about the president. It's an oath to uphold the Constitution of this country. And I'm going to do that with every ounce of my being. And I'm going to do it as a member of Congress, and I'm going to do it as President of the United States.